Sure. Here's a rewritten version of your intro, keeping the same energy and message but making it cleaner and more polished. Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. It's a fantastic day here at Team Skeptic, because my longtime nemesis, the one and only Chili Fidel de Castro, aka Delete Laws, has finally gotten a taste of what he truly deserves. Before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to Arnada Judges on YouTube. If it weren't for that channel, we wouldn't have the absolute gem of footage showing a certain someone getting hauled off like a belligerent gorilla. And trust me, it's as satisfying as it sounds. We've got 2 incredible videos to break down today, so buckle up. Welcome to Amsterdam, and let's get into it. Let me know if you want a more serious, humorous, or professional tone.
Oh, Jose de Castro? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, Mr. de Castro, this is an obstructing or false info charge. It is case 24-006842. Obviously, I'm going to ask you, you understand your proceedings are being filmed?
Of course.
Okay.
They're here because I'm here.
Right, okay. And just so that the record's clear, you have no objection to that?
Of course not.
Okay.
I would like the transparency. I appreciate
Oh, no, that's
it.
fine. I need to ask that. City, there's no other issues for you with respect to this being filmed? Okay. All right, Mr. de Castro, did you get a copy of the complaint?
I did. Only question I have is who's the prosecutor? What's the prosecutor's name?
Well, let me ask a couple questions, and then we'll get into what your questions are. Did you review and understand this?
I don't understand it. I don't understand how I can be charged with obstruction for filming a cop.
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
So I'm asking a much more basic question. You do not have to agree with this. This is
Do I understand I'm in charge of the misdemeanor?
Yes.
I do understand I'm in charge of the misdemeanor.
Okay, that's literally it.
I have trial tomorrow for the exact same thing 1 year ago.
In this jurisdiction?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here's a cleaned up and engaging rewrite of that line. Let's be honest. No one's shocked that this isn't the first time De Castro has found himself facing criminal charges. But if you ask him, he's never broken a single law in his life. According to him, every shred of evidence, even the stuff he uploads to his own channel, is somehow fake or fabricated. By himself. Go figure. Want it to sound more sarcastic or more neutral? I can adjust the tone if you...
I don't want to get into any of that.
Sure.
Today, we're just here for purposes of this. It's a very procedural type of thing today for the arraignment. So you do understand what you got charged with. You do not have to agree with this. This is just an allegation. So you don't need me to read it to you.
I don't.
Okay, very good. And are you planning on hiring an attorney to represent yourself?
I will have a standby attorney for this case.
You will have a standby
Yes.
attorney. Okay.
Because I think that I'm going to win this easy. It's on film, and I wasn't obstructing anybody.
Okay. All right, Mr.
Is
Castro.
this the prosecutor, Matthew B.
Okay,
Walker?
let me do my part first, and then we can get into what it is. So, because I need to know, are you proceeding on your own? Do you want to have an attorney? Because I will give you time to talk to an attorney on your own if that's the route that you would like to go.
I will have a standby attorney for
Okay.
this case.
So typically, I would set this for a pre-trial to give you an opportunity to obtain discovery and for your attorney to find out whatever all is associated with this.
Sure.
So I can set that over for a pre-trial date to give you the opportunity to do that. Would you like to do that?
That'd be great.
Okay, and then what is it that you need to tell me without talking about the facts of
I just need to know if this is the prosecutor's name. Is that the person prosecuting, Matthew B. Walker?
That is a good question. I will tell you that the city attorney is Jeffrey Dorokat, and that's the person's name on the upper left-hand corner of the complaint. Matthew Walker is a deputy city attorney who actually prosecutes this case, depends on the office.
I'm going to sue him for malicious prosecution.
Okay.
I'm going to sue everybody involved. I'm going to sue the cops.
Here's a polished and powerful rewrite of that passage, keeping your core message intact while improving flow and clarity. As someone who's been sued by Mr. De Castro multiple times, I can say with confidence, you've got nothing to worry about. He's never won a single case against a so-called tyrannical police officer or department. His entire presence seems dedicated to making life harder for people already struggling in the legal system. That's exactly why I speak out against people like him, so we don't see another situation like DeBoer, who ended up suffering in an Oklahoma jail simply because she followed Chile de Castro's terrible advice. But don't worry, Chile. By the end of this video, you'll have earned yourself enough law library time that maybe, just maybe, you'll get it right next time. Let me know if you want it more aggressive, comedic, or toned down.
You have an opinion. Today's just the arraignment.
I got you.
Saying all these things, we're here for your
getting-
misdemeanor case,
Sure,
okay?
but there's a bigger issue. There's transparency in the courtroom, which is the best thing that could possibly happen.
That's
Now the
fine.
people get to hear that I'm gonna sue Jeffrey, and I'm gonna sue Matthew, and I'm gonna sue every one of those cops.
So here's what we're not gonna do, Mr. DeCastro. This is not going to be a personal pulpit for your, philosophical difference or belief. You have the media here, and that's fine. This is
Great.
an open court.
It's great.
But I don't want you to start saying things too far extraneous for purposes of this misdemeanor charge, because
Well-
that's what, nope, do not interrupt me. Because that's what we're here for, okay? So here's the thing, I'm recording everything, and you need to be aware that that's a two-sided thing. You're representing yourself, so I'm having this conversation with you. All these statements that you're saying can also potentially be used against you because you're getting recorded. So just so you understand. So here's what we're gonna do. Assuming you're entering a not guilty plea,
Does the
correct?
misdemeanor carry jail time?
Possibly, yes.
Possible jail time. So you said a second ago that this is a misdemeanor case as though it's something minor, but I can be put in a dungeon and locked away.
Okay.
Absolutely. Here's a sharper, cleaner version of that line. Yep, that's exactly what's coming your way. Or, if you'd like a slightly more dramatic or sarcastic tone. Sarcastic. Oh yeah, that's definitely what's about to happen. To you. Dramatic. Like it or not, that moment is knocking on your door. Let me know which vibe you're going for.
Way,
So that's true.
did I imply that this was minor
Okay.
by
Yeah, it's a big
saying
deal.
that it's a misdemeanor?
It's a big deal.
Okay,
Okay,
Mr.
thanks.
DeCastro, let's not get off on the wrong foot. I have my job to do, and I'm not trying to engage in a conversation that's adversarial with you today.
No, I'm not
I
trying to
would
either.
like-
I'm not trying. I like you a lot. I think you look like a real nice person.
Okay.
I got nothing against you
So we're
personally.
gonna enter a not guilty plea
Thank
on
you.
your behalf
Thank
today. I'm gonna reset this for a pretrial. I do need to understand, because you said you were gonna have standby counsel, so are you going to represent yourself primarily, or do you wanna have that conversation, come back with your attorney? Because there's certain procedural things I'll need to do to protect due process and your due process, if you wanna go ahead and represent yourself.
Right. No, I'm going to have a standby attorney, and that has to do with a few different things. But I should probably consult with my attorney before I say anything, because it could be used against me later.
Absolutely, yeah, that's fine. And I would rather that you protect yourself, because we're recording, and that is where I'm coming from in the kind of conversations and comments that I'm making to you today.
Sure.
So you are obviously entitled to represent yourself, that is your right. But let's do this, let's get you a pretrial date, and that date, ordinary course for private attorney will be
May 1st at 1:30.
May 1st at 1:30?
I think I have.
Do you need a different date?
I may. I may
Okay.
need a different date because I have a different thing in Indiana. I'm just not sure. Can I just look in my phone real
Of
quick at
course.
my calendar here?
Here's a sharper, more polished version of that line with the same bite. Here's a not-so-friendly tip for you, Chili. Go ahead and mark your calendar for September 20th, because that's the earliest you're going to be free again. Let me know if you want it even more intense or laced with sarcasm.
And Your Honor, I have absolutely nothing against you. I'm not in any way adversarial to you at
Okay,
all.
I'm glad to hear that,
I
Mr.
just,
DeCastro,
you know,
because we may be
Yeah,
on this case
yeah,
for
I
a
have
while.
nothing against
Okay.
you. I don't know you. You seem like a nice person to me. I couldn't possibly hold anything against you personally. So I'm just looking for the date that I have in Indiana. I sue lots of cops all around the country. I help sue lots of cops around the country if they violate people's rights. So I have a case in Indiana that I'm just looking for the date. And that May 1st,
Yes, at 1:30.
can't talk, I'm in court. Judge is looking at me.
Is it easier if I give you a different date and then you look at that?
Well, I'm just not sure if it's May 1st or June 1st. I'm just gonna go there because I'm assisting with the financing of filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against these cops who arrested this man for filming cops. So I just wanna make sure that I'm there when that happens. You know, I mean, it's a lot of work, so. He's texting me back right now. I'll know the date in 1 second.
Okay,
I hate
I
to
see
waste
what
any,
you're saying.
I hate to waste any of these people's time
You're
at
not
all
wasting
whatsoever.
anyone's time.
I just want to make sure that, because then we have to reset it again. If it's possible for my attorney to be here and me not to be here,
Absolutely.
well, then we can set it for any date that's most
Okay.
convenient for the court.
that's fine. You
Cool.
will need to inform your attorney of that date, and then
Okay.
I'm sure they will know to appear for you. If nobody's there on that day, that would be a problem.
That would be a bad thing.
Right, so you would need to be here if in fact this is not your attorney that you're gonna hire. Because then I need to figure out, do you need more time or?
No, I already have,
to
I already have an attorney retained.
Okay, so we will keep the May 1st, 1:30 date for your standby attorney to appear for you. And you do not need to appear on that date as long as your lawyer is here.
What time is that at, ma'am?
1:30 in the afternoon, and you are in Department 1, May 1st.
Department 1 at 1:30.
Clips sure. Here's a smoother, more polished version of that line. June 1st, 1:30. Be sure to wear your nicest jumper and a bit of orange lipstick to match, Cello. All right, that wraps up the first video. Now let's move on to the second one, which took place the very next day. And let's just say, Chili definitely wasn't ready for what came next. Let me know if you'd like it more comedic, sarcastic, or...
Good morning, Agnes Botello for the state.
Are you Mr. DeCastro? Can you turn off your phone, please? The one that's in your hand?
Just communicating with my lawyer. He's on his way here now. So I'm just waiting for him to get there.
All right, I'm gonna wait for your attorney, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Jose DeCastro, 23 CR 013015.
Good morning, Your Honor, Agnes Botello, and Nathan Cade for the record. Good morning, state.
Good morning, Michael Me on behalf of the defendant is present with me this morning.
So I have signed 2 media requests that permit recording or photographing these proceedings, but I have not granted any other requests to record or live stream these proceedings. So I need Mr. DeCastro and everybody else who wants to stay in the courtroom to surrender their phones, or you can leave.
Are your phone covered and I'll take one, or you can have it.
I need Mr. DeCastro to empty all of his pockets.
What's that?
Empty
Empty your pockets and give up your phones to the judge.
Okay.
I have to give you my phones?
Yeah.
My phones have to be completely off?
Yep. I don't really want to be part of your YouTube channel. So,
You already are.
great,
You already are.
awesome.
I'm not gonna get him to this guy though. I'll get him someone else. I'm not touching
No,
myself.
no, they're gonna go to my marshal.
Clips, of course. Here's a cleaner and sharper rewrite that keeps the attitude but improves clarity and flow. Chili, that was unbelievably stupid. I guess your 3 functioning brain cells weren't exactly firing on all cylinders, huh? You just insulted the judge's base, and there's a 100% chance that when you're found guilty, that little unnecessary comment is going to come back and bite you hard. Let me know if you want it even more sarcastic or dialed down.
So I'm not gonna permit you to speak to anybody in my courtroom in that manner. And if you don't want to apologize, I'm gonna hold you in contempt.
I apologize to the court, Your Honor.
No, you can apologize to, they've done nothing to you.
Actually, Your Honor, when you were here, you came over and gave me a directive for no reason and started telling me what to do.
Okay,
I
well,
have all the respect in the world for the court. I follow the rule of law all the time. I
no,
approach
it
the
is,
rule of
it is their job to maintain the safety and security of the courtroom.
law. I agree with you, Your Honor.
So if you want to speak like that in my courtroom, I'm going to hold you in contempt. And if I hold you in contempt, you're going to jail. That is not my wish.
I
Okay?
don't wish either.
All right. So I need you to empty your pockets too. Suit pocket, pants pocket.
This is illegal. This is a violation of my Fourth Amendment.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. I don't have any recording devices on me. What are you talking about?
How about your suit jacket?
I don't have anything on me. This is preposterous.
No, it's
This
not.
really is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Mr. Me, your phone too. Off.
They're recording everything.
They have a media request.
Right, and I'm not recording anything. Your guy here took my phone, so his phone's not on.
Right.
You have to take the lawyer's phone too?
No, I'm not gonna take the lawyer's phone. He's an officer of the court. All right, do we have everybody's phones? Are they off? All right, good. All right. All right, this is the time set for the trial of State of Nevada versus Jose DeCastro, 23 CR 013015. Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
How many witnesses do you have?
We anticipate 1.
All right, is the defense ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I have your request to convert counsel to standby counsel. I'm going to deny that request. Either you represent him or he should have previously requested a Faretta canvas to represent himself. That I just consider that a delay tactic, so that request is denied.
Clips Shore. Here's a refined version of that line with a smooth and direct tone. At this point, I'm going to skip over the officer's testimony and jump straight to Chili. If you're interested in watching the full trial, I highly recommend checking out Arnada Judges on YouTube. He's the one who put in the real work and absolutely deserves your view. Want it more casual, formal, or with extra sarcasm? Just let me know.